Hello and welcome to the next installment from the Silver Citizen. If you like the video, be sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, share, get the word out. But anyway, this next installment is about City's EDS, the next line of players to get loaned out and sold by the club. It's against Liverpool. It was away, so as you'd suspect, Liverpool started off in our faces, pretty much like they did in the Community Shield, the first team. But didn't last. We've weathered the storm for probably about 6 minutes. Liverpool had a few good attacks, had a shot. And probably were looking at it and thinking to themselves, yes, they've won the league the last 2 years, but this isn't the same side. Juan Larios, who I think, if I'm not mistaken, was on loan last year. And when he did play, he played for the under-18s at left back. He was playing right back. Kane Taylor was at left back, who for the past 2 years has been playing for the under-18s in midfield. And Better is at centre half, alongside Max, I think I'm pronouncing this right, Max Eleni. Now, he's not even part of the EDS squad this year, he's part of the under-18s. But that was the back four. Shea Charles was holding midfield and captain, and he's a centre half. Then you had Kian Brecken, you had Adidaya Maboud, Carlos Borges, who all three of them were under 18s last year, and I think the year before, with Oscar Bob and Sammy Adoza, who were part of the EDS team. So, you had Van Sass in goal, who was sharing goal responsibilities last year with Kieran Slicker. You had Sammy Adoza, you had Oscar Bob, and you had Luke and Better. And I think Shea Charles was part of the EDS, playing centre half alongside Luke and Better. So it was a makeshift team, it was a different side, and you got the feeling at the start that Liverpool were probably thinking to themselves, the right back that played EDS last year is now at Burnley. Keeping in mind, we played, obviously I only seen the game today, but we played this the same day we played West Ham. The left back who played EDS left back last year, and will probably play EDS left back this year quite a few times, Wilson Esbrand, was at City's first team game on the bench. Now, EDS played away to Liverpool, the first team were playing away to West Ham, so it's not as if, even if they were playing at different times and could do what Cole Palmer did last year, play for the first team and then go across the road and play for the EDS. It wasn't like that. One was in Liverpool, one was in London. So, the right back had been sold, the left back was with the first team. The holding midfielder is now playing at Southampton. The player of the season is now sitting on Sheffield United's bench. Cole Palmer was part of the first team setup, and Liam Didlap wasn't there. I think he might have been with the first team as well. I don't know if he was on the bench or not. Can't remember. But a lot of the players that won the EDS weren't there, so I don't really know, because I'm not really interested in Liverpool EDS, but if anyone's watching this and knows, leave a comment in the section below. But I don't know how long they've been at this level, the Liverpool players, and probably thought, they're going to stand a better chance now than when, later on in the year. So they gave it a good go. Pretty much not that long after Liverpool had a shot on target, which was easily saved by Van Sass, City broke and had their own attack. And it wasn't long after that, if I'm not mistaken, Oscar Bob with some nice trickery played it in and Maboud finished it. For the rest of the first half, we were the better team. In fact, for the rest of the match, we were the better team. There was one bright spark, probably, as if you're interested in Liverpool, which was their number 8, a guy called Bobby Clark. Now, he had a decent first half, didn't really do much second half, and ended up getting subbed because of it. But you might see him playing for Liverpool's first team. Can't say the same about anyone playing in blue. And people might turn around to me and talk about Phil Foden, but until we get in 2 or 3 players from the EDS breaking into the first team, I still won't feel confident. Now, City were the better team. We had the better chances. We won 3-0. It was quite convincing. The second and the third goal were quick breaks. But the one player last year that when I watched the under-18s that I thought might have a career in the Premier League, or at least the top level, was Adidai Maboud. He was the most consistent as far as I was concerned. And when he was on top of his game, which was more often than the rest of them, he was better. For me, he was the best player in the under-18s last year. That's my personal opinion. He made the step up. He did well. Now, it's only one game, and you can't really think, but it's a good start for him. Where he'll end up, time will tell. There was a few things that, because it was at Liverpool and there was no commentating, you could hear the coaches on the side. City's EDS manager a lot more than Liverpool's, which is surprising considering the fact that City were the better team. But that's probably because it's his first year working with a lot of these lads. Like I said before, Larius, Alian, Kane Taylor, Kian Breckin, Adidai Maboud, Carlos Borges, Josh Adam, Liam Smith, Dana Gowuru, Josh McNamara. He's not worked with these players before because they've been playing for the under-18s. So there was a lot of shouting and basically telling them what to do. I don't think he trusts, if I'm brutally honest, from watching it, I don't think he trusts Kane Taylor on the ball. Because before the ball had even reached Kane Taylor, you heard him shouting on the video, if you watch it, "Pass it, Kane! Pass! Pass!" As soon as the ball went to him, "Pass! Pass, Kane! Pass!" I don't think he trusts him with the ball. And when the likes of Carlos Borges or Juan Larios a couple of times, Kian Breckin, started to dribble players. Pass, pass, pass. I don't think he trusts them yet to start dribbling the way around. I mean, very rarely they lost the ball, but as soon as they take a man on, pass, 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 pass. I don't think there's the trust there yet that he had in the likes of Cole Palmer and James McAtee, and I'm sure he will do as time goes on, but at the minute I don't think it's there. I don't think he likes the long ball very much. In the second half, Oscar Bob clipped a ball over the top. It was a perfect ball. Carlos Borges ran on. Perfect. But it was beautifully weighed. The timing of it was fantastic. The direction of it was great. Everything about that pass impressed me. When Carlos Borges went on, and if memory serves, I think he either went to cross it or shoot, but they got blocked and went out for a corner. And that's when you hear the City manager again. "Oscar, do a short pass. Do the short pass." Why? You just put Carlos Borges through one-on-one. Why are you wanting to do a short pass when the only short passes to him were behind him? I didn't get that. But anyway, it was It was a comfortable win. Sammy Dozer, he went off. I don't know whether it was cramp or an hamstring problem or anything like that. But he went off near the end of the first half for Danagawara, who scored the third. Decent finish. I don't know whether Shay Charles got injured because he went down, but the camera wasn't on the incident until it had gone out for a throw, and then it backed up and Shay Charles is on the floor and people are waving over. But anyway, he came off for Josh Adam, and not that long after, Carlos Borges came off for Liam Smith. They did alright when they came off the bench. Aguero more than the other two, obviously, because he had more of the game. I think it was 3-0 by the time the other two came on, if I'm not mistaken. A couple of yellow cards. Shay Charles got a yellow card. I think he was a bit naughty with it. I don't think it was a red. I just think it was a bit of a naughty challenge. He got a yellow card, rightly so. And Kane Taylor got a yellow card for diving. Now, was it a dive? I have no idea. On the video, there's no replays from the angle that you get from the camera. It's hard to tell, but the referee had a better viewpoint of it, and he booked him, so he didn't really argue with the decision, Kane Taylor. He didn't really appeal for a penalty. He went down, but he didn't appeal for the penalty. He didn't argue with the thingy, so one can only assume that there was no contact, and the ref saw fit to book him. Whether it was a dive, whether he was jumping out of the way, I have no idea. I'd need to see a replay on that. But no, it was a good win. It was a good start. And some good performances that other teams around the country and the world can get excited about. That one day they might be managing these people. But anyway, I will be doing 3 videos today, possibly 4. Nothing's come through yet, but we've had a bid accepted for Sergio Gomez, but there's been no talk of him passing his medical and agreeing personal terms and signing a contract. If that happens during the course of the day, I will make a video on it. If not, then I won't. But I will be uploading other videos today as well. The 23's EDS second game against Leicester, and the first team game against Bournemouth. So, till next time, adios amigos.